we have traveled to the Boudreaux's house to see what a real Louisianian native lifestyle is really like. Let's go. Okay, so we have a couple of questions to ask you about what it's like to live in Louisiana. So the first question is, how many alligators have you had as pets, and how do they fit in your backyard?
We don't really have any alligators. We try to stay away from them. We do have a pet though, his name's...
Ah, let's have a look at this wild pet named Charlie. Looks like we have a real Louisiana nutria rat on our hands. These animals are dangerous and hard to wrangle, but the Louisianian natives find ways to tame them and keep them as pets. Let's see if we can catch this little guy.
Charlie is a dog. You know, like puppies? No one really has nutria rats for pets. They're really disgusting.
So you mean to tell me this Charlie is not a nutria rat, but a dog? I've heard dogs are excellent at finding crawfish. Crawfish are found all in Louisiana. You just need a little mud for them to live, which is why they're called mud bugs. In fact, some families raise them in their own backyards.
Actually, we just buy crawfish in bags at stores. We don't actually catch crawfish, and we don't have them in our backyards.
People often eat crawfish for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Let's join this family for dinner and see what real Louisiana cuisine looks like.
People don't eat it all the time. We're having hamburgers for dinner, not crawfish.
Look at the Boudreaux's trying to be shy and reserved. Don't be afraid of showing us your traditional culture.
Having such a diverse culture comes with having some diverse stereotypes. Southern culture, and more specifically Cajun culture, is one of the most stereotyped cultures in America. We went through the halls of Lafayette High School and asked the students what's the craziest stereotype that they've ever heard of Cajuns.
What Cajun stereotype is farthest from the truth?
Probably that we all own alligators or a boat, and that Louisiana's just swamp and we kind of just have to boat everywhere. That one I think is the most ridiculous.
One Cajun stereotype is that we're all very dirty and uncultured, and we just don't receive a proper education.
That we all live in swamps. And that we all have alligators.
One time on a church mission trip, my friend Victoria Frederick and we convinced these other kids in Georgia that we all had pet alligators, that we actually rode our alligators to school, and then the bigger your alligator was, the cooler you were. And so I convinced them that I had an albino alligator that I rode to school, and they seriously believed us, and we had to explain to them that we were joking and that no, it's not just swamp.
Now that we've seen what other people think of Cajuns, we'll show you some answers of what Cajun people really are. One universal thing is Cajun hospitality. When asked what Cajuns love most about their culture, they came up with these answers.
Okay, what are some aspects of Cajun culture that you like?
I like the unity that comes with Cajun culture. I mean, whenever you are in a group of people, at a crawfish boil, or if you're at a dance, then you all really feel like you're part of the community. Even though Lafayette is a bigger area in the Cajun culture region of Louisiana, you still feel like you're part of the group.
Probably the community aspect. No matter where you go, no matter what social setting you're in, you can just immediately dive in and everybody treats you like family. And I've always loved that, and that's actually why I'm staying in Louisiana. Probably for the rest of my life, because no matter what, I know that I always have a home here, no matter where I am.
Crawfish, food, music.
So the stereotype about crawfish-loving people are kind of true?
It's 100% completely.
All right.
The last question we asked to the older generation, and that question is, what does being Cajun mean to you?
It's an identity, and it's you.
An identity. My identity.
Because, okay, there are many scholars who say many things about what Cajun is, and so it could be about language, our culture, our music, our food, and all of these aspects. And if you don't have Cajun ancestry, but you grew up in Lafayette and you identify or in Acadiana, not necessarily Lafayette, and you identify as Cajun, and then people tell you, no, you're not, you don't have a French last name, or you weren't, you don't have any Cajun ancestors, does that make you less or more Cajun?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that being Cajun is someone who identifies with the Cajun culture.
Along with being from Louisiana is my identity, along with being an army brat, living in Hawaii, like all that is part of what makes me me. But I think because I lived away growing up as a child, I was very, very hyper aware of being Cajun and how that was different from all the other cultures we were living in, especially when we lived in Hawaii, because culture is such a big thing in the state, because there's a huge melting pot of different cultures that are there. We, like, even one year in school, we had a Heritage Day, and I remember thinking, how can I get a little Acadian outfit? How can I do that? So it was just something I was very, very hyper aware of. So it's part of what makes me me.
The verdict is in. You will not find friendlier people anywhere else than in Cajun country. Cajuns will greet strangers with a warm smile, give freely to whoever needs it, and treat everyone like family. As we've gone from false stereotypes to true stereotypes, we've got a good look at what Cajuns are really like. We don't all say "Misha" and talk in heavy backwoods accent. We prefer to eat our alligators rather than keep them as a pet, and most young Cajuns don't even know what a Piro is. We take pride in being good Samaritans, and there are thousands of churches just in Cajun country to teach a Cajun how to be one. We do have drive-through daiquiri shops, which many Cajuns are thankful for. Our mosquitoes are pretty nasty, and we do celebrate everything and anything, with over 200 festivals year-round. We all bleed black and gold, and we do love our booze. Most of all, we are unified through our hospitality. From Ville Platte to Grand Isle and Lake Charles to Houma, Cajuns are diverse, proud, and more than our stereotypes.